Oakwood Middle School 7th graders. For the Future City Project, you first want to go to Google and you want to type in Future City Project. Once Future City Project comes up, all you have to do is check out the first video. This will give you the rundown, the rules of how to create your future city. So once you're there at Future City Project, you want to go to the step-by-step guide, scroll down, and watch the video. This will first get you started off on what to expect from this project. Remember, this is the simulation part, so it's all about playing the game.
Video, we're going to scroll down to the rest of the page. We're going to talk about the overview. Here's your learning outcomes. This is what we want you to get out of this project. We want to identify the basic city services and features. You're going to identify the series of zoning and the services that comprise city infrastructure. And you're going to be able to explain the importance of city location, placement of city features, and proportioning in zoning. Okay, so how do you get this system? You already have it. So let's go down to the next one. Getting started with the SimCity. Now that we're going to know how to get started, we need to know the rules and regulations. So let's go back up to the left-hand side. We're going to go to the rules and rubric. Okay? The most important thing to remember is that you're going to be on a pre-designed medium region. This is what you're going to build on. Okay? No cheat codes, sorry guys. Alright, competition and scoring. This is going to tell you all the points that you need to get in order to be successful and win and get a prize. Okay, this is going to tell you what you don't need to do. If you do this, you're going to get deducted and you're going to lose. Not so good. Alright, back up to the top. That's it. Okay, now we're going to go look at the virtual city rubric, and just very briefly, it's going to go talk about in depth each of the points on the rubric. The city management criteria, the city layout criteria, that just went by, and then city services, and city services some more, and then energy and pollution. Transportation, that's key. And that's it. Okay, so you're going to look at all of these and it's going to tell you how to get more points and how to lose more points. That's the important thing to remember for the rubric.
Okay, now that you checked out the rules and rubric for Future City, it is time to scroll back up on the web page and go to Guide Students Thinking. This is what gives you all the ideas that you need to keep in mind while you're making your city. First, you have to think about how you will lay out your city, where your residents will live, where your industrial park is going to be, where your commercial zones are going to be. Topic 2 is what kind of parks and recreations areas will be in your city. Are you going to have something like Central Park in New York, or just a little reservoir park like there is in Glen Oak? Or the next one, number 3, how will your city pay for its infrastructure and basic services? This is where the economic part of the city comes into effect. You have to make sure that you don't put out more than you're taking in money-wise. The next one, number 4, what services, police, fire, medical, education will your city provide, and where will you place them? You have to make sure you place the schools in residential areas. Police and fire, the same way, same thing with medical. Number 5, how will you provide power to all areas of your city? Scroll down a little bit more. You have number 6, how will your city design incorporate the fuel your future essay topic? That's something to keep in mind when you're writing your essay. Do you have renewable energy sources in your city? How will you make sure all areas of your city have water? Are you going to be by a river, an ocean? You have to make sure you put your city by a body of water so you have this city water in your city. How will your city dispose of waste and recycle? You have to make sure you have waste management in your city. How will you manage pollution, water, and air in your city? You have to make sure the industrial parks aren't too close to the rivers and so forth, so that way their excess pollution does not pollute your water system. What types of transportation will be available to move your citizens and goods? Are you going to have railroad stations? Are you going to have airports? Or is everything going to be done by, semi-transportation? And as for number 12, as you design your city, how could you use the design process to help you work through problems? Define the problem to solve, brainstorm solutions. You guys know the design process. You have been working with it all year, so make sure you're keeping the design process in mind while you are making your virtual city. Okay, now that we have all this information, where to start your city, the tips and resources for your city, we are ready to now make the next video, which will be helping you use the game itself.